What I'm going to talk about today is one of the most important things I could ever tell you. And if you don't do this, I can promise that you will be miserable and remain stuck in life. That thing is protecting your energy. It's the most precious thing you have. The two most precious things we have in life are your time and your energy. And it is absolutely vital that you protect your energy if you want to get ahead in life. And that means who you're spending your time with. Because who you spend your time with is ultimately who you become. And I'm not gonna get off and talk about crystals and sitting around in a circle all kumbaya, but this is some real shit. Protecting your energy is so important because if you give your energy to the wrong people, you can lose years of your life. So stick around to the end because I'm gonna give you practical tools on how to manage toxic people, which will completely change your perspective and help you navigate those situations. So I once heard a quote that said, some people come with batteries and some people come without batteries. So our energy and time are, like I said, the two most precious things we have. If a person isn't adding value to your life, cut them out, full stop. Focus your energy only on things contributing to your growth and leave the rest. And it's okay to say no to something you don't want to do. It's okay to cut out energy vampires. Energy vampires, those people who you feel like just suck the life out of you, those people who you're around and they're always negative and toxic and you just feel like they always have some drama or, their literal energy is just dragging you down. Those types of people, like when you go around them and you spend time with them, the way you feel around them, you're like, I feel fucking exhausted. Yes, that is an energy vampire. And it's okay to spend more time alone to reconnect with yourself. It's okay to prioritize the relationship you have with yourself over anyone else. Because here's the thing, the relationship that you have with yourself is the absolute most important relationship you will ever have. You came into this world alone and you'll die alone and your soul leaves alone. Now, I know that sounds kind of brutal and dark, but it's true. Your soul came into this world alone and it will leave alone. And I'm assuming that you're on this self-improvement journey, looking to better yourself. This is one thing I wish I had learned much sooner, but I've been consciously trying to protect my energy for about 6 years now. And if you're new to my channel, I was in the US Marines for 4 years. I served on a combat deployment overseas in the infantry when I was 21. I was a personal trainer and coach for about 10 years, transformed my own body. I've struggled with women, low confidence, and I've cut out porn and vaping and all other vices. I even went through a phase in my life where I was hooking up with a lot of different girls, like probably a lot of you guys out there, you can relate to that. You kind of go through this red pill phase, maybe you're kind of bitter with women, and so you just go on like a sleeping spree. But I realized that, going around and sleeping with different people is literally one of the worst things you can do because when you have sex with someone, that's an energy exchange. And whether you like it or not, you're taking on that person's energy when you connect like that. So think twice before you just decide to keep hooking up with random people and having one-night stands, or even just maybe dating multiple girls at once and you're sleeping with all of them, even if you're wearing protection, you're still not protecting your energy. I started this channel recently because I believe with all my life experience, I'd be doing the world a disservice not to share the valuable life lessons I've learned. And the realities of life is we all have a story to share. Your story can help so many people because what you have been through gives you credibility to now share and help others. The struggles that you've had, the challenges you've faced that you've now overcome gives you the credibility to help other people do the same thing. My mission now is to lead men to evolve mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And with protecting your energy, it's multi-layered. So let's say you're tired of your body and you're trying to transform your physique, right? It's more than just going to the gym and eating healthy. That's where you start. But where your time and energy go the rest of the day plays a factor in reaching your goals, a major factor. You can't hang around people who are still partying and doing drugs, drinking, and eating junk food all the time. Can you still reach your goals and do those things sometimes? Sure, you can to an extent, but it's gonna slow you down and the chances of success are slim. Especially if the people that you're around are doing those things on a regular basis, you have to find a new tribe of people to hang out with, people that are more aligned with the person you're trying to evolve into. And often you might be alone, especially in this transitioning phase when you're realizing that you want more for yourself, you want more for your life, and realizing the people that you're around right now are not serving your higher self. And it might be lonely for a little bit, but I can promise you over time, you're gonna start to attract the energy that you give off. So no new people will come into your life. You attract what you are. Whatever you have on the inside is what you're eventually gonna attract. So you don't have to get on dating apps to look for a partner. You just continue living your life, doing things that align with you. You know, going to the gym, going to yoga, join a run club. Just start doing things in the environment that you wanna be in, and eventually you're gonna start meeting people. And God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, is going to put people in your path as long as you're being true to your path. So it's okay to cut people out. And again, you're going to feel kind of lonely at times, but I can promise you that if you just stick with it, eventually you're going to meet the right people that are aligned with where you're headed now. But you know, being around people who don't understand your goals and vision, small-minded people will hold you back, bro. And a few years ago, I was heavily partying and doing drugs every weekend. I remember I was in the height of this phase around the fall of 2019. So I guess this was about, 5 years ago? And then that carried on for about a year and a half. I remember during COVID, I was out partying almost every single weekend, taking Molly, going to EDM shows, lots of festivals. And I remember during COVID, there was one point when we actually did multiple house parties. Literally would just take Molly, listen to EDM and do house parties and get fucked up. And yeah, this was like 4 years ago now, 4.5 years ago. And I just realized I had to stop it. I just couldn't do that shit anymore. And I had to stop because I was trying to improve my physique and my overall health. And I was trying to finish school. I was just a personal trainer at the time, getting paid hardly anything. And I knew that I needed to finish college, which you don't have to do, by the way, but I had already started, so it was something that I wanted to finish. I knew that I wasn't making the money that I wanted to make. I wanted to get into an actual career, so I knew that if I continued doing these things, surrounding myself with these people that, I wasn't gonna be able to get that momentum that I need. And people said I changed, or they thought that I thought I was too good for them, but I didn't care what they were saying because I knew I couldn't stay on that path. And a lot of your families maybe don't understand either because they're small-minded. Let's say maybe they start drama with you. Everybody's got some family drama to some degree. Or maybe they don't like who you're becoming because it makes them feel threatened. And this is true for your social circle as well. I lost all my friends and I faced opposition from family because my family didn't understand my path to a certain extent. Let me give you some context. So for example, with my family, I was just obsessing over my body and my physique and my eating rituals. And I was a little autistic with my healthy habits. I eventually ended up having a little bit more of a balance with that and actually being able to enjoy that piece of cake, things like that, actually be able to enjoy your life and still have a really awesome physique, but also not completely depriving yourself. But like I said, even though you're going through this period of time where your social circle is diminishing and then changing, new friends will come into your life. Eventually, new friends came into my life who were more aligned with the person that I was evolving into. And actually, as a matter of fact, during this period of time, my best friend now, I met him during that period. And I can honestly say all my best guy friends now are guys that God brought to me because I became the person. I shut out, shielded myself from the toxic energies around me that I didn't want in my life anymore. Because like I said, your outer world reflects your inner world. So if you have friends who are pessimistic or always negative, you don't have to give them your time and energy. If someone isn't adding value to your life, if they're not uplifting, supportive, get them out of your life. Life is way too short and it's gonna hold you back. Seriously, if they don't inspire you, if they don't make you feel better. When you're around somebody, I know you've got some people in your life right now that you're thinking, when you're around that person next time, I want you to pay very, very close attention to your energy. Pay very close attention to it. Does that person make you feel charged? Does it make you feel like it gives you life? Do you feel energized being around that person that you're thinking about right now? Or do you feel drained? Are they an energy vampire? Do you feel worse after that? After that time spent with that person, do you feel better or worse? If the answer is they make you feel better, well then there you go. That person should stay in your life. If you feel like it makes you feel worse, and you feel drained, then they gotta go. But I'd love to hear your experiences with toxic people. Comment below and share your stories. And when it comes to women and dating, hang around those women who are fun and nurturing. I learned this lesson after taking shit from women for a long time, but it's not your responsibility to stress about others' actions. It is your responsibility to be the gatekeeper of your mind and your energy. Your energy is precious. Don't spend hours on dating apps or having casual sex, because it is an energy transfer. And having casual sex can transfer that heavy baggage from others onto you. Like I was saying earlier, when you are with that person, you're gonna take on that energy and you won't even realize it. Maybe you realize it shortly after, maybe it kind of hits you down the road, but you will take on that energy, whether it's good or bad. But at the end of the day, bro, no one cares more about your life than you do. So you have to care more about your life and act on it. No one else really gives a fuck, honestly, because everyone has their own agenda, except for your mom, maybe. But even mom does have her own agenda, because she always just wants to keep you safe and she wants to keep you in this bubble and she wants to protect you. But that's because she's your mother, dude. But no one else really gives a fuck that much, to be honest with you. I mean, some of your family might, some of your really good friends really genuinely might, but no one cares about you, your energy, your life more than you do. Now, there have been times when I went into a period of monk mode, where you cut out distractions to regain power, discipline, and focus in your life. In 1 year, I went from being depressed to doubling my income, completely transforming my mind and body, gaining clarity, and having a completely new aura. Now, monk mode isn't sustainable long-term, but it's a period to cut out vices, gain discipline, and really make some serious progress in your life, whether it's with work, whether it's with your body, maybe you're tackling a couple different things at once. But living life and having experiences with women and friends, dating, things like this, it is important. It's essential. Now, going several months without sex, cutting out porn, and stop partying makes you more resilient. And it does change your aura, bro. By protecting your energy, you have more time to connect with yourself without any other external noise drowning out your own inner voice. So here are some action steps for you. Number 1, set boundaries. Decide in advance what you will or won't tolerate when you're gonna be around that person. Number 2 is manage expectations. Remember that you cannot control or change others. You gotta stay cool, calm, and collected. So mindfulness practices help. And have a supportive friend that you can turn to. Practice self-care. Don't feel bad for saying no to things you don't wanna do. It's completely fine. It's your fucking life. Practice empathy. Most of the time, toxic energy comes from internal struggles in others. And if someone acts nasty, recognize that the problem is with them, not you. And you can choose how you react. Sometimes it means being neutral, or, sometimes it means taking a stand for yourself, right? But respect yourself and others will too. If you don't respect yourself, no one else will respect you. Last but not least, you need an exit strategy. If you need to remove yourself from a situation, you have to have an exit strategy. You can't control what people do, but you can control how you respond. All right, guys, if you like this video, I want you to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.